Now, good day, welcome back to Apostle 1 tutorial. Follow me closely. Yes, if today is the first time you are visiting my channel, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and then comment. Make sure you send the video to any SHF student that you think the video will be beneficial to. Now, at this particular point, don't forget this is me, Apostle Daniel Annan. In the previous video, I talked about sequence and series. Then we ended the fact that we have AP, that is arithmetic progression. And then under arithmetic progression, we talk about the end term and then some formulas related to the arithmetic progression. Make sure you go to the previous video, then go and check my videos on all the concept on arithmetic progression. Now I'm going to solve two questions here, then I'll give you some try questions for you to do. Then you send the answers to the comment section. Now let's see if the first and then the last term of an AP with common difference 1 out of 2 are 2 whole number 1 out of 2 and 19 respectively. Now we have to look for how many terms has the sequence. Now let's see if the first term of AP. Now AP is arithmetic progression. And then don't forget that the first term is T1, which is the same as A. So the first term. And then the last term, don't forget the last term is either L or the end term. That is the last term. Yes. The last term is also given in the question. With common difference. Now the common difference is what? Is 1 whole number 1 out of 2. So what's the common difference? The common difference. And normally we use D for common difference. Now the common difference is 1 whole number 1 out of 2. Now don't forget that 1 whole number 1 out of 2 is the same as what? 3 out of 2. Now look at something carefully. Common difference is 1 whole number 1 out of 2. Are 2 whole number 1 out of 2 and 19. Now what's the meaning of this? Now this one refers to the first term. So which means the first term is 2 whole number 1 out of 2. The first term is 2 whole number 1 out of 2. Now this one the same as 5 out of 2. And then the last term is 19. So we have the last term here to be what? To be 19. I think this one is so simple to be able to remember. Now we have to find the number of terms. Now, from the formula of AP, arithmetic progression, we have the end term or the last term is equal to A plus N. What is N? N is the number of terms of the sequence minus 1 multiplied by D. So what we have to do is to know that the last term or the end term is 19. It is 19. Now what is the first term? The first term is A, which is 5 out of 2. Now plus N minus 1. Now what's the common difference? The common difference is 3 out of 2. Now you see that the thing is so simple. Yes, it is very simple. Now this, what am I going to do? Now I want to multiply through by the denominator, that is 2. So multiplying this one by 2. Multiplying this one by 2. Now I'm going to multiply through by the denominator 2. Then I'll multiply this one by 2. Multiplying this one by 2. Now what is 2 times 19? Now 2 times 19, 2 times 9 is 18. So we're going to have 38. Now 2 will cancel, so we're going to have 5 here. Plus, now 2 will cancel, so we're going to have 3 multiplying N minus 1. So I think it's going to multiply 3 by 2. This one multiply by 2, we're going to get 38. This one multiply by 2, we're going to get 5. This one multiply by 2, we're going to get what? 3. Yes. So we're going to have 38 is equal to 5 plus, let's expand the bracket. We're going to get 3 and minus 3 because 3 times 1 is 3. Now, At this point, we can easily group items to get the value for n. So we have 38. Now we will have what? Minus 5, then plus 3 equal to 3n. Now this one plus this one will give us minus 2 plus this one give us minus 36. Minus 36 is equal to what? 3n. How are you going to get the n? You divide through by what? You divide through by 3. Now what is this one going to get what? 12. So it means that n is equal to what? 12. Now what does it mean? It means we have 12 terms. Yes, we have 12 terms. It means we have 12 numbers from here, from the first number, that is this one, up to the last number, what? 19. We have 12 terms. Yes, it is very simple. We are just applying what you learned previously. Now let's look at another question. Whose second term is 28? Now, we have to find the 10th term of a linear sequence whose second term is 28 and 17th term is -2. The second term is 28 and then the 17th term is -2. Now, this particular things also lead to simultaneous equation. So this is some of the simultaneous equation related to arithmetic progression. So as I am solving it, make sure you pay attention carefully. Now, let me forget about the 10th term. Let me solve for what I'm supposed to solve. I have to, before I can solve for the 10th term, don't forget that the 10th term is equal to a plus 9d. I hope you've not forgotten this, right? The third term is equal to a plus 9d. So I need the common difference. I need the first term before I'll be able to solve for the 10th term. Now, if you look at this particular question, the second term is 28. So we have the second term is equal to 28. Now, don't forget that the second term has a formula that is a plus d. So a plus d is equal to 28. At this particular point, I can even make a the subject. So I will have a is equal to 28 minus d. Now this one is equation 1. Now questions like this, it always leads to simultaneous equation. So follow me closely. Yes. Questions like this always lead to simultaneous equation. Yeah. Now, and the 15th term and the 17th term is -2. Now what is 17th term? It means 17th term is equal to -2. Now, how do we find the 17th term? 17th term has a formula a plus 16d. So this one is equal to what? -2. Now, let me take this one as equation 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put equation 1 into equation 2. Now, putting equation 1 into equation 2, it means where I see a, I'm going to replace it with 28 minus d. So I can see a here. The a is, from here, we're going to put this one inside this one. A is 28 minus d. Now plus 16d equal to -2. So at this point, we can just group items to get the value of the d. Now minus d plus 16d will give us 15d equal to -2. Now grouping items, going to get minus what? 28. So we have 15d is equal to minus 30. How do we get a d? Minus 30 divided by 15. Now d is equal to minus 2. Now after getting the d, we can easily get the a. So I'm going to put d is equal to -2 into equation 1 to get the value of a. So I'm going to put d is equal to into equation 1. Now what is equation 1? We have a is equal to 28 minus d. Now d is minus 2. So we're going to have a is equal to 28 plus 2, which we're going to get what? 30. Now the a is 30. Now the question says we should find the 10th term. At this particular point, I have the a, which is 30. I have the d, which is equal to -2. So we're looking for the 10th term. Now what's the 10th term? The 10th term is T10. And the T10 has a formula a plus 9d. And don't forget that what is a? The a here is 30 plus 9 multiplying the d. Don't forget that d is -2. So we have T10 is equal to 30. Now 2 times 9 will give us what? It is 18. So we have minus 18. Now, so we subtract this, and what are we going to get? We're going to get 2 plus 10. We're going to get 12. So we have the 10th term is equal to 12. Now, you see how simple it is? Yes, it is very, very simple. Very, very simple. Yes. Now, let me solve another question under this. Let me solve the last question, then I'll give you some try questions to go and check. Now let me see. No, it's okay. Now go ahead and try this question. Now I'm going to try this question. Let me start from here. Now the fourth term and the 11th term is 54. Find the 8th term. Now, this one is 2 in 1. First, we're going to solve for the 8th term. Yes. And then you solve for the nth term. What's the nth term? The nth term is this one. Now, the nth, the nth term is supposed to be in terms of n, right? Yes. So you just look for your a or d from this one, then come and substitute. Now, send me the answers to me in the comment section. Send me the answers in the comment section. If today is the first time I'm going to see this my channel, make sure you share the video. Yes, make sure you share the video. Yes, put the notification bell on. Anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first person to get it. I'm going to solve another question and the sequence and series. Yes, and then we'll move on to another part of the sequence and then series. See you in the next video. Bye.